Hello, my name is Pablo Malco from Developing Dreams Foundation. If you have been thinking about starting a not-for-profit organization, or if you presently have a not-for-profit organization, and you're looking for ways to grow your business, please stick around. Okay, Chapter 4. Make a business plan and/or a plan of action. How the business will run and how the business will operate. How many employees will you have when you get started? How many duties will each employee have? So you may be in charge of planning the business structure on a daily basis. You may be in charge of overseeing independent contractors. You may also be in charge of the accounting. When you're just starting out, a lot of times you're wearing a lot of hats. And you need to have a plan of action as when you bring new people in, which jobs you'll be passing on. Some of them you'll be learning as you go, so as you figure it out, write it down. When you realize what those job duties are for each department, write them down. You start to create like a business manual or an employee manual, something that people can refer to and understand their job duties. You give that to them when they start their job. This way, everything is clear. You should go over it with them. Make sure they understand, make sure you understand their limitations and what they're comfortable doing, what they can do, what they're learning, so that you know what to expect from them on a weekly basis. Very important. Okay, another thing to keep in mind. Let's say you're an artist and you start a not-for-profit organization because you want to give kids the ability to create art. That's wonderful. But keep in mind, your art will take a back seat to your business operations. For some people, that's no problem. For some of us, artists that is, we struggle with the business end because we're so used to doing things in our own fashion as artists. It definitely is a little bit of a learning curve. It uses a different side of your brain at times, but nonetheless, it will take away from your art. You will find yourself doing more business than art for a while. So if you can start off with somebody, maybe just a volunteer that's really committed to your idea, and like we said earlier, maybe eventually they will become employees, but try to delegate because you will lose yourself in your business and your art will take a back seat. And again, if you provide a service, you do want to have that employee manual, something where, let's say your employees or your independent contractors, your instructors or whatever have you, can follow along and understand the curriculum as well as the job duties, all of what it entails. So there is nothing left to assumption. It's important that they really understand their job duties, the curriculum at hand. So if one day they can't be there and you have to send somebody else or you have to go yourself, you can pick up where they left off because they're all following the same curriculum. And like I said, as you discover things, write them down. Understand what category or what job description they belong to. For example, the secretary answers the phone calls, checks emails every morning, checks emails every hour, responds to emails, keeps a schedule for the director and for the board and for maybe the independent contractors. That's the job of this person. The CEO is responsible for overseeing the direction of the company, making sure everybody is on track, checking the daily numbers, checking the progress and the profit and loss statements, seeing where the company needs to change directions, where the company needs to develop more, where the company is doing well. You have to understand what his or her job description is so that they can better understand what you expect from them. They can't read your mind, so it's very important to be very clear and very thorough in your employee manual. Eventually, as you start to develop a team and you have this manual, your plate will get lighter and you'll be able to focus on the things that are most important to you or to your organization based on the role that you take in your organizations.